set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to go up top. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted deep in his own end. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Wide open downfield.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they...
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bobcats are threatening on 1st and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Going right to work up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, they'll take that throw all day.
And the Bobcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Now the pitch. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick completion on the out. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pass is complete near the sideline, but they'll lose yardage. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. Fakes to grab.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Good timing on the quick out. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. And the Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He wants it all. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, BG. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Runs through the tackle. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last. Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
The Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. He caught it! Touchdown, Falcons! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. There he goes. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. It's caught. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Slithers into space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He's going for it all. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas State. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The give to the tailback. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got the quick pass. Great move. Now he's got room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Off the play fake on first down. Still looking. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, BG. They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to let it go. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Finding an escape route. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield to just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. On the move. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Now on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They try to pop a run on the draw. Hard running there. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Falcons line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Longo. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Of 10. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Longo. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
That's a first down for the offense.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The give to the single back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So you can't run the football too many more times. Stay in a hurry. Got to push the ball down the field. Got to get in the end zone.
Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First and goal. Texas State.
Fires into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you